Happy Sunday, guys. Bonjour, Michael Abiodun. Omole Mompi. Omole Mompi. Happy Sunday, guys. Again, move close. Oyinlade, how are you? Albatros. Adebayo. Ekason, Michael Abiodun. Happy Sunday. Thank you, guys, for joining me. Ekabo. Oh yeah, like button ẹjọ ẹ bá mi exit kẹ bá mi lọ tẹ kínní ní im tèmi tọpẹ that's on the ṣàlàfíà ni good to have you àwọn ọmọ mi ń kọ àti brother mi ìdòwú bá mi gbáde good afternoon all right our guest is early o all right our guest is very early.
Okay, we are on.
O prompt ìbàjẹ́. Bumi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Okay,
good to have you. You are so prompt. Mo ní ma jẹ́ kó mọ̀, but it's okay that you join early anyway. So good afternoon. Okay. How are you doing
this afternoon? Ma.
Good afternoon,
Fine,
Danny.
Thank you.
Good to
and
see
you
your face.
Too.
So this is the beautiful face I've been talking to since all this while.
Yes, oh.
Good to have you.
Thank you,
How
Ma.
are you doing? How is your Sunday going?
I know. Happy Sunday.
All
and
right.
You too.
I'm fine. I'm fine. My Sunday.
In fact, we had already done our setup, believing that we'll be using the laptop. Usually, I use laptops for interviews. So, at least we go set up, we go paparazzi. Torí phone, but I need phone nìkan ni a lè fi connect.
No, you were the one that said that. I didn't say that. Was that what your laptop
That was what
said?
it was telling us on the laptop. It says it's only mobile devices.
Oh, okay. That you can use.
Yes, I can't use my laptop. So I have to look for.
Okay. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. I want to welcome every one of you. If you are just getting to see my channel, my name is Auntie Aduni, and I have today my darling sister Bumi, and I want to welcome every one of you. If you are not yet a subscriber, kindly subscribe to this channel, and please, as you are joining us, kindly help us to press the like button as you join us on this platform this afternoon. We will appreciate that. And today I brought in a guest because her story inspired me. I am telling you, when I got to speak with her, I'm like, so much intelligence. And when she told me about herself, I said, no, can you come out and encourage people? In fact, she's an encourager. Me, I thought I was an encourager. She's an encourager. She's somebody that, despite her situation, you can pull strength from. The day I spoke to her, I pulled strength from her, and I told her, I said, she has really inspired me that day. But because you know what, that particular day was a day I was down. She didn't know. And when, by the time I was done talking to her, I told her, I said, you've lifted my spirit this morning, this afternoon. I think it was afternoon that day. So before she comes and starts talking, kindly help me to press the like button. And Bumi, please just give me a minute to share to Facebook so people can get to join us. Okay?
Okay, ma.
All right, darling. Just give me one few minutes. So while I'm doing that, please exit the chat room and help us to press the like button. Thank you very much. Happy Sunday, everyone, as you join us. You're welcome. All right. Please help us to, how many likes? We have just 14 likes and we have 100 and something people watching. Please, can we have some like? Or else we don't go do show today. Oh. Can we have some more like? Let's raise up the likes to about at least 30%, please. It will help the show. Kindly help us to go back to the chat, I mean, out of the chat room to press the like button before we continue. And before we start, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to every mother on this channel. Um, Happy Mother's Day to you all. May your labor not be in vain over your children. You will all live to heed the fruit of your labor over your children. And in all of that, even in taking care of your children, in being a mother, don't forget yourself in mothering. Remember you matter. Remember you need to look after yourself. Remember your happiness and your joy is a priority too, even in taking care of these children and sacrificing everything for them. Don't get lost in being a mother. Don't get lost in trying to take care of your children, because if anything happens to you, then what is the benefit? So please look out for yourself, even as you are taking care of your children. Make sure you make yourself priority too. Have a me time. That is what I'm going to tell you. Have a me time once in a while. And daddy, if you have a husband, let daddies in the house, if you are watching me today, be Mother Sunday in Europe and Nigeria is a time for your wife, the mother of your children, to be pampered, to be appreciated, to be told that she's the best thing that ever happens to you, because mothers are priceless. We are jewels. What we sacrifice is better imagined. I know men sacrifice a lot too, but trust me, women will lay down our lives for our children. And that is why, despite everything, despite when a woman becomes a single mother, she still wants the best for her children. She would rather take care of her children than, so let's appreciate every woman in our lives, either our mothers, our sisters, any woman around you doing very well. Tell them, give them a hug and tell them they are beautiful, they are doing so great. Please, happy Mother's Day to every one of you. Please keep being who you are and put yourself as priority too, and love yourself too. All right, so I think we should start now, and I'm going to allow Bumi to take over. uh, I'm going to allow Bumi take over and tell us. Like I told her, I said it's going to be a freestyle. I don't prepare interview. I want it to flow, so it's so natural. So whatever she feels she wants to tell us about her life, about herself, I'm going to leave the room for her to go ahead and be the anchor of today's program. Wumi is a very intelligent lady, sorry. She's blind, as you can see. I don't know if you know, that's why she has her dark sunglasses on. She's blind and she's not ashamed of her situation, but she's doing great, I will tell you. But I want her to tell you by herself. So Bumi, over to you.
Thank you very much, Auntie, for this great opportunity. I do not take it for granted. I feel privileged. It's a privilege. Thank you very, very much. And thank you, guys in the house. So I'll start by saying good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world watching me. My name is Olubunmi Agnes Dada. I'm visually impaired. Let me come down to
So
our
I'm
level.
sorry, that's the word I'm supposed to use. So I apologize for the
Yes.
initial word I used. Virtually
Okay.
impaired. You might be no school,
Yeah,
Nimi.
I'm
I'm sorry for
no, no,
that.
no, no.
I
I
apologize.
can understand. So I'm visually impaired. It all started at the age of 3. So even after, okay, as a result of measles, even after my parents took all the necessary immunization, BCG, and the likes, so it still happened the way it happened. But thank God I had understanding parents, because immediately it happened, I had the first surgery, I had the second surgery, and the doctor advised that, okay, since she's still young, you can take her to school. And my dad embraced it immediately. He didn't doubt it. He took me to school. So I started school as a blind child. And this way, I went to secondary school, university. Apart from the university, apart from being a graduate, I also have several certification courses. I had a certification course during the COVID on entrepreneurship from the Harvard Business School. I also had my um, public leadership training from the SPPG School of Politics, Policy and Governance,
Wow.
championed by Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, who happened to be a mentor. And I also had a certification in customer services, which I actually practice. So that's what I do every day. So, so who is Bumi Dada outside education? So I also work in the corporate world here in Nigeria. Okay, so, sorry, I forgot. I live in Nigeria. I live in Lagos. So I work in the corporate world. So outside my job, I'm a hustler and I'm a musician.
Really?
I'm a
You
musician.
think?
Yeah, I'm a musician. Yes, I write songs. I sing songs.
Wow. You are
Yes.
multi-talented, eh?
So you can see some of my songs on YouTube. I'll give you one. Doing Solami. Doing Solami. I sang that featuring Kenny Kore. That's the Olori Oko guy. Olori Oko Shimbo.
Really?
I featured. Yes.
Wow.
Kenny Kore featured in Doing Solami. You check Doing Solami out on YouTube.
Doyin
And
Solami.
yeah, Doing Solami.
Is that the name of the channel?
That's the name of the song. That's the title of the song. Doing
Oh,
Solami.
okay, okay.
Yeah, by Olubunmi Dada featuring Kenny Kore.
By Olubunmi Dada, that's you?
Yes, that's me.
Wow.
That's me. So
You know, we've never
um
spoken to this extent.
I kept that.
You purposely
I
kept that
kept
from me.
I purposely kept that.
You really
So
wowed me this morning. And in fact, I'm falling off my seat hearing this.
no.
All right, give me more surprises. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give us more surprises.
So so as a gospel artist, like I said, I would also work in the corporate world because for me, gospel artist for me is a calling. If I come to your church to minister, I do not charge. I don't charge because I believe that Nkotimaje, what I will eat, God has given it to me, which is my job in the corporate world. I'm a
Wow.
salary earner, and I'm proud to say that. I tell people I'm a salary earner. And outside this, I'm also into food. I love food.
I know
And
that,
so when
right?
I say food, I mean good food. I'm an advocate of healthy eating. I advocate for healthy eating. And I advocate that food should be your medicine. Food should be your medicine. So, so that's me.
Yeah, talking about food, you tell me that
Yes.
you cook by yourself. That is still a shock
Yeah,
to
I
me.
do. I cook. I cook. I cook by myself. Okay. When I first moved in here, because my parents stay in Ota. So from Ota to Marina every day. My office is in Marina. So I go from Ota to Marina every day. In fact, then I wake up 3:30 a.m. So
Wow.
along the line, he started telling on my health, and my dad supported the move. So I moved here. I moved to Lagos, and I started living alone. So which is a little bit close by to my office. So it's better for me. So when I first moved in here, people came around to say, auntie, in case if you need to cook, we cook, oh, we sell 2 liters of egusi, we sell this. I said, if you put on to food, I will cook you. The only thing, my only challenge is that I cannot enter the open market to buy stuff for myself. So that I pay someone to render that service. I met her in church and she took up that service and she's been doing it fantastically well.
Okay,
In
so
fact, we
somebody
are so
does your shopping for you.
yeah, someone does my shopping. So we're so close now that she no longer charges me for the service. She just tells me,
Oh, that's
okay,
sweet of
every
you.
month, yeah, I just draw my list every month. In fact, we are so close that when she goes to the market, I don't even give her money first. It's when she comes back, she tells me what my bill is, and I pay my bill.
Mm.
So she tells me, I just send her my list, Sister Mary. Oh yeah, this is the list. She goes to the market, 100,000, 50,000, 70,000, buys everything. And when she comes back, when she shops for me, I used to ask her some questions. Oh, Sister Mary, Ṣé gbá wọn lójú gbà ni? Did you start them to collect?
But she doesn't do your cooking.
No, she doesn't do my cooking.
So
She doesn't.
how do you move around doing your cooking in a challenging environment like Nigeria is? How do you do that?
Okay, I'm going to give you a little picture of my house. I think, can you see my house? At least a little.
Yeah, we can see your background where you're sitting.
Okay. So we've closed the kitchen because we don't want some things to really interrupt in this
Okay.
video. So we locked the kitchen door. So I'm a woman of machines. For a visually impaired person, we depend solely on machines and our brain. Like you lose your sight, you now gain some other insight. This is so deep that I don't think people have really researched into this, but that is the truth.
Hmm.
Once you lose a part of your, once you lose a, how do I put it now? I'm trying to
Maybe a
look for
part
the
of
right
your
word.
body or something.
Okay, like your senses, ahead, that's a word. Once you lose one of the senses, God
Okay.
tends to replace it with so many senses. And I'm going to use myself as a visually impaired lady. So I lost the sense of sight, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other senses are beginning to develop through the brain. It's a research that people they've not really done that research work. So because I'm a visually impaired lady, other senses are beginning to develop. Like my sense of smell. My sense, Auntie Aduna, I can tell you that my sense of smell is more developed than yours.
I won't doubt that. You even bake,
Then,
so I'm not going to doubt it. With the little we've spoken, with you know, the conversation I've
yeah,
had, I won't doubt anything.
yeah, yeah. Then for the brain, there's a part of the brain which is much more developed than the sighted user's brain. So I'm going to give you a picture. Before I go back to the cooking, I'll give you a picture. It is believed and it is proven that a blind lady will foabo more than a sighted lady. Very true.
Ah,
You ask me how?
how?
Yes, you ask me how?
I'm
We've seen
asking
this
you.
happen. Like if my sister, my own younger sister that sees, that has sight, when she foabo, in her mind, she has she has used her eyes to look at the abo, everywhere is clean.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to me, a blind lady. I will find a comma. I will show her where she missed it. Lara boy, I'll point it out to her. Nkankan ló ṣì gan mọ́ bíbá ẹ̀, ẹ̀bá ṣì gan mọ́ bí I will tell her. And she'll be like, mi ò rí o. Ohun ò rí, but I could feel it. That's the sense of touch.
Hmm.
Much more developed than the sense of touch of a sighted person. And then the brain, there's a part of the brain that is much more, in fact, like 7 times more developed
Somebody said, "What
than
is that
that of,
about? Clean a plate." Now, Bumi, I want to, let's go back to your childhood a little bit because this is
okay,
the aspect that I'm more interested in. Because we
okay.
have some parents who have this kind of challenge with their children and they may not know how to go about it. How was
Yeah,
your growing up like? You have told us your parents they played vital roles. How was your
yes.
growing up like? What are the things your parents did that make you a strong lady today?
Okay, one of the things my dad, the father is the head of the family.
Yeah.
So he has a say. Even the mother too have a say. But as the head, one of the things my dad, because I'm the first child,
Okay.
so my dad made every other person, both my siblings and the people living with us, to know that she's part of us. Don't see her as somebody different.
As different. Hmm.
Yes, that's number one. Then when I go to school, because my school is a boarding house, so when I come home on holidays, one of the things my dad will do, so he will pick his Bible, he will open a part of the Bible, and he will tell me to open my own Braille Bible, and I will be reading it to him. That's one of the things that made my dad to believe in me that no, oh, wogbo.
Mm.
So even when he will be, he's so proud of me, so that he will be telling extended family members, and they be telling my dad, but it's a lie. Akosori ni. How can somebody be touching paper? She's touching the paper, and and you believe that she's reading. Okay, Akosori ni. But despite it, my dad still believes in me. Then growing up as a child, I was allowed to move. I will play, I will run with other children, because then we were living in a rented apartment in Lagos. I was born in Lagos. There was a time, I could remember one time that children were running. I was running with them, and I fell inside hot water. Somebody put hot water. I didn't know. I fell. In fact, the sky is still on my lap, but thank God it's hidden. It's hidden. But that still did not stop me from playing with children, because I got that courage.
Mm.
Then I remember as a child, children will be funny. My sibling, they want to play funny, they want to try to cheat me. If my dad notices it, he doesn't take it lightly with any child that does that.
So, from the
So
little I'm getting from your story, your parents really gave you that courage, that sense of belonging, that sense of not
yes.
feeling different in the home.
Mm-mm.
And your siblings, from what you have said, the little you have said, there was unity and love in the family.
Yeah, there was. Even till
Now,
now,
so
I always have my way. I always have my way as the first child. In fact, the fear of Bumi is the beginning of wisdom.
you are even talking like a more of the house for real, for real.
Yes, so
Somebody said, just curious, did she go to a special school for or regular school? She went to special school. There are special schools for virtually impaired people in Nigeria.
So I went
That
to
is
a special primary school. I had my primary education in Pacheli School.
yes, Paseli School of yes.
Yeah.
What about
So
your
then
secondary?
Pacheli will encourage you after primary school to go to a regular secondary school. The reason is this: they want you to mix up with other children, because then they don't encourage you. You already went to a blind primary school, you still go to a blind. No, they don't encourage that, and that really helped us
Ah,
to build courage in you. So I went to Notre Dame Girls Secondary School, Oro, in
really?
Kwara State. Yes.
That was a boarding school.
Yeah, it was a boarding school too.
So how did you cope being among them?
So in my secondary school, we had like eight special. We call my principal.
Virtually
We
impaired.
use
Yeah,
the
we have
word
to learn that word. Special.
special students.
Yeah.
Special students. That was my principal we used. So we're eight in the whole
Mm,
school. So in the school, we had a special resource center specifically for special students. Even though we go to the regular classes, but we had our resource center, that's where we stay, we do everything, we study and all those things. For class, we go to the regular classes. Like
mm,
in my own set, I was the only visually impaired student in my set.
mm.
So you have to compete with the regular students. So then in school, the school is owned by Catholic missionaries, both primary and secondary, owned by Catholic missionaries. So in my secondary school, they provided a lot of facilities for us as visually impaired students, for us to be able to compete. In fact, in my GSS 3, I was the best student in GSS 3.
Wow.
So they wanted me to go to the science class, because I had all my sciences that qualified me to go into the science class in SS1. But the only reason why I couldn't do the sciences was because the facilities for sciences was not affordable in the school. So I had to move to the art class. That was what made me to join the art class.
So what did you
Yes.
study? I think you mentioned it earlier, but I think I missed it. What did you
I
study?
read English art. I read English art.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And going back to the family, in my GSS 3, when we were preparing for our junior YA, there's this my uncle. He used to be like a mathematician. There's this school in Ogun State, Igomode Grammar School. They are well known for all this award, Jet Award, and my uncle was an old student of Igomode Grammar School, so they are very good with science and mathematics. So in my GSS 3 then, my uncle will come to the house to teach me maths. At first, he was like, how will he cope? But along the line, he was like, you make my work easy. So
Mm,
he was handling me very well. So that helped me to be able to pass my mathematics in GSS 3, you know.
mm.
So um okay, going back to the family, okay, going back to
Yeah,
my
going to the
schooling.
family.
So I read English arts. So let me tell you a bit about my um higher institution. So when I graduated,
Which
I started
university did
having
you go?
issues. Okay, that's another story. So when I graduated, I started having issues with JAM. So along the line, because I didn't want to stay at home for too long, and I went for my NC. I read theater arts, NC theater arts. So when I finished that, I wanted to go to University of Lagos, but I had to choose between getting my computer literacy first, which I had to do. So I went for my computer literacy. That's Niger Wives Computer Training School for the Blind in Victoria Island, owned by white women married to Nigeria. That's why they are called Niger Wives. So I had my
Okay.
computer training. So when after the computer training, they said they needed the first intern in the school. And the white woman now said, it's me. She wanted to go. A particular company in Nigeria needed intern, blind intern. So I went. So why after I finished, I wanted to go back to school, University of Lagos. And I remember one of my ogas said, Omo, if you go, job no dey wait for person o. Take a part-time degree program and hold on to this job because we are willing to hold you back.
Mm.
So I took that advice and I applied for a part-time program with the National Open University of Nigeria because I wanted to just have my degree. And my dad wanted me to have my degree. So I
Oh,
applied
bless
and
your
that
dad.
was,
That man has been a
yeah,
great support.
in fact.
He's there in
So
all
I
the
had,
journey.
yeah, so I had my first degree in English arts. And after that, I had to stay back, hold on to my job, and started applying for certification courses. So when COVID came now, I quickly saw Harvard Business School as another opportunity to grab. So I
Mm,
quickly, you know, jumped at it. And last year, I applied for the Public Leadership School. That's
mm.
Dr. Obi. As a question, a 10-month rigorous course. So up to
Now, going
date.
back to uh, your life now,
Yeah.
especially how do people receive you in the public? Because Nigerian system, the way we don't respect special need people. Do you face any challenges about that?
Ah, a lot of challenges. In fact,
Discrimination.
I've come to the point that okay, I'm going to paint two scenarios. One happened to me, one happened to a friend. Let me paint my friend's own first. My friend said there was a day she was going, somebody assisted her, and a woman was just, as in, she was just coming after them. And she said, wait, 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 wait. And they waited. And she said, she brought out a tract. She said, take this tract, come to our church. Maybe the devil following you. And my friend said,
Wow.
Madam, no devil was following me. Oh. You were the one following me. So probably you were the devil. So probably you are the devil following me. And in my own case, when as in, you are trying to challenge the mindset of people, and people were alike. Instead of them to come around to ask questions. Okay, like there was a time I was in a place and I sat down and two people were seated behind me and they were talking. The next thing I heard, Auntie, you know, in Shako.
Ah,
And I
Kanumbawi.
turned my
Who are they talking to?
Yemini. Yemini. And I turned like this. And they know these people are people that know me very well. Ọmọ wípé that turning bomb kan ló máa jábọ́.
I see.
They know. So, so immediately everybody just scattered and went there and parted ways, and that was the end of it. So the discrimination level is high.
Mm.
The Nigerian society is a society whereby people are very, very stubborn when it comes to, there are the discrimination laws, there are disability bills, everything is there, but the enforcement, the
It's not there.
implementation, yes,
Mm.
is not there. Even when the government is trying to enforce, the public try to push back. I can
Mm.
only say to a point, it's only in Lagos State. That's when you will see an average conductor assist people to enter buses.
Wow, that's good to
You,
know.
yeah, you
That's
are
good to
standing
know.
on the road. An average agbero can come and meet you, can walk up to you and say, and these are people that they were not educated, though. I don't know how they know.
Mm.
So they just walk up to you to say, Auntie, Shefe cross me. Ibo le nlo. They will
Wow,
assist you.
that's good.
That's in Lagos State. But still, we still have the,
Of
the
course, there will still be
proverbs,
few ones that don't care.
and like somebody saying, "Afọ́jú tó lọ sí cinema, ariwo ló fẹ́ lọ gbọ́." But that's not true. We also appreciate things. We have sense of feelings as well. That somebody is blind does not mean that everything in him is dead.
I'm
In
hearing
fact,
this statement for the first time.
they say these are our Nigerian proverbs. A lot of them, oh, and people come to ask you, how do you do your makeup? Like somebody in my church, one of my friends was telling me that people come to ask her that every Sunday she's always on point. And she said she told them that no, she does it herself. Oh. And they said it's a
Oh, so
lie.
you do
Probably
your makeup
somebody.
by yourself?
I do my makeup myself.
Wow.
I do my makeup myself. Like it's a lie. Probably somebody comes around to do it. Maybe she's lying and all. Even cooking, you know. I've
Yeah, I'm so
heard
surprised about that
cases.
you're cooking. So what are the things you like cooking?
Ah, I like food.
Foodie, I know you are a foodie. Only oh yeah, tell me what
Ah,
you like.
ilá alásèpọ̀,
Yepa. With
ẹ̀fọ́
what?
rírò,
Uh-uh. And you do all this by
ọ̀há,
yourself?
ọ̀há, ofe onugbu. That's bitter leaf soup. That's Anambra Igbo soup, ofe onugbu, bitter leaf soup, ọ̀há soup, edikaikong, call it edikus.
Wow.
Then, okay, I think I'm good with edikaikong than afang. I don't really cook afang like that, but I can cook it. But it's not something I cook so often like that. So, egusi, I can do egusi, but I'm not a fan of egusi. I don't like egusi soup. Then I can do amala very well. Then jollof rice, fried rice,
Uh-uh.
ofada rice. Anything I like to eat, I cook. Then I'm a fan of ice cream. But because of the healthy eating, I cut off a lot of things. I cut a lot of things from my diet. And I'm like, so kí la máa fi augment ice cream yìí? Auntie, should I tell you my recipe? Should
Go
I tell
ahead.
you my recipe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want to share my recipe. Okay, let me not be selfish. So because I was missing my ice cream, so guess what? I have unsweetened Greek yogurt. I have banana. I have cocoa powder, and I
So what do you
have
do with those?
almond butter. That's my ice cream recipe.
So you do it by yourself?
Yes. So I blend all this together and I chill. Put it in the
Wow.
fridge to chill. Auntie, teba mu, any firm ice cream.
I don't like oúnjẹ. Mo like
And
oúnjẹ.
I did something yesterday. Let me shock you. I'm a fan. I love granola. I love muesli. I love healthy cereal. So All these things now, they are very, very expensive in the market. Mm. What did I do yesterday? So I took my oats. I have old fashioned oats. I take old fashioned oats. This big box. I took 2 cups of oats. I took my cocoa powder. I took my sunflower oil. That what I had in my kitchen as of yesterday morning. I took my honey and I took my seeds because what makes up a healthy cereal is your grains, your fruits, your seeds, your nuts, sweetener, and okay, hey, sweetener and herbs. That's what makes up a healthy cereal. And this was what I did. And I ran it through my oven, baked it for a while, and guess what? I had a good result. I said, no way. We are not buying this season again.
You are really
No way.
exceptional. Can we take a pause? Oh yeah, guys, more likes. They say you guys have not put. You are just joining us. You are not pressing like. This video should go viral, especially for parents. You can see where she's coming from is because she had good parents. So please help me to like this video and share it. Okay? Some other parents will have given up on her while she was young, but the parents said no. They were pushing, and look at her today. Won't you be proud she's your daughter? Eh? Despite the disability, won't you be proud? What is she saying that some people cannot even match up to her? Hey, the day she was talking, I was like, when she now told me her situation, I said, no, it's a lie. She said, you want to see me on video? It's like a lie. Somebody, are you sure? She said, why will I be lying? I'm like, what? And since then we've been catching up. I said, would you like to come out? He said, mommy, if you want. I said, please, you are inspirational to people. People should hear your story. A lot of people will be inspired. Many parents that have special needs children will not give up on their children. I said, please, I need you to come and talk. And she said, anytime you are ready. I think it's about 4 or 5 weeks. Please, can we have more likes? I will not talk. We will not continue until we have 60, minimum of 60 likes. Go back, exit the chat room, and press the like. One thing I keep taking from her story, the father was there to walk the journey with the mother. You keep hearing her saying, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy. So it shows she was a daddy's girl. That is how
Yes,
much
so.
impact of fathers can do in the life of children, especially the girl child. My daddy, my daddy, my daddy. So we have good fathers. So when you are talking about we have fathers that are doing wonderful. So this is another evidence that we have good fathers out there, and we are celebrating such fathers. It's not just, there's no Father's Day. When it's Father's Day, we will talk about them. So, but even at that, we are appreciating such people here on this platform. Oh yeah, more likes. We have more, 3 more to get it to 60, then we'll continue. So I'm going to ask you some other questions that are kind of personal. I hope you don't
Okay,
mind.
ma. No, 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 go ahead.
All right. My question now, I want to go personal now. Have you ever
Okay.
had relationship, or are you into any relationship?
Presently, I'm not into a relationship. Even though I'd had one, I had several and it didn't work. You know,
Didn't work out.
this
Okay.
disability, this still bounces back to this disability thing. Afoju lo fe, this, and all those things. And for me, I
Is that the reason why most of them are breaking up? With your intelligence? We are backward.
mostly
We are
that's the
backward.
reason. And
With your
I know
intelligence that
what,
you are
I
doing so
just
well, you are
believe
working,
that
you have your own work.
I just believe that they are not meant for me. Yes, because we have very few of us that are married to people that have sight. Very few, Kopo. Very few. And I
Hmm,
tell myself, um, those ones are not meant for me. If my own comes, it will not go. It will
that's
stay. So
true.
they
All
are
right.
not meant for me. And
We need your
another thing is,
intelligence. Somebody is
another thing
listening,
is
though.
that Another thing is that I want to believe that anyone that will marry me must not marry me out of pity. Okay, like
Pity.
I had an experience last year.
Hmm.
A guy came around last year and he said he doesn't have a job. And I'm like, okay, what else can you do apart from white collar job?
Oh,
He said,
somebody know you
it's
here, Obumi. Somebody know you
eh,
from the comment section. I don't know if you She said she has come so many times to my ex church, your ex church, that's Redeem, to
Oh,
minister. I have
yes.
always escorted her to the bus stop after ministration. Ministration, she's an inspiration as she knows her way round so well. Wow. Somebody just said they know you very
Wow.
well. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate. So, like I was saying, so you now said, and I said, what else can you do apart from getting a white collar job? Like, what's your, what do you really like doing? Because Nigeria of these days, you need to have something inside upstairs that you can use to support even your white collar. He said it's too old to learn, and that
A
one was a
man or
put
a
off for
woman?
me, a man.
Okay.
So someone now asked me one day and said, Astabumi, this married thing, how far? Then you go. And I shared this experience with him. You know what he told me? He now said, Astabumi, mani suru, because you would have just accepted him like that. After all, he too is coming to support you. There's a lot of things that you cannot do that this guy is coming. I said, no, 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 don't go there.
Bumi, it seems you are popular. Oh. I just saw another comment on Facebook. Nice seeing you on this program, Agnes Dada. I
Yes.
just saw a comment. Somebody just dropped a comment.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
was like, no, no, no. I said, Uncle, don't say that. Is it because somebody is blind? You just have to accept anything that comes your way. No, we also have choices. How can a guy say he's too old to learn, and you're advising me to accept him because you think he's coming into my life to? No, no, no. We're, relationship. We're both coming to serve each other.
Hmm.
I'm coming with a value. We're
Hmm.
both coming to help each other. I'm coming with a value. You're coming with a value.
There you go.
I'm putting something on the table. You're putting something on the table. He now said, after all, you cannot go to the market. Maybe it's even the one that I said, no, it's a lie. That's not true. You won't even go to that market. Don't be this.
Don't use that one on me. I just love your
So,
courage. I love your courage. So one thing
so
I just taking from what you have just said, that even most women who think they are better off don't have is you have this esteem, high self-esteem. You are so sure of yourself. You know what you possess. You know you are not a push
exactly.
around. You know you are not an option. And I love that, which every woman should have. Unfortunately, not many women have it. So those are good
Mm,
attributes you have about yourself. You love
mm.
yourself. You know who you are,
Yes,
and don't
no.
think
If
because
when
you are
you talk
coming to
about
my life,
self-love, I'm
self
an
love.
advocate
Yes.
of self-love. I
Hmm.
advocate for self-love, most especially women. You love yourself. Don't allow your happiness or your joy to be centered around a man. Like I was still telling someone this morning, I said,
Eka- Ekaite
Olawale,
Ekaite Olawale says she's my colleague in the office.
she's
She
my
cooks and
colleague in the
can do things
office.
herself. Wow. So I have your fan, you have
Yes.
some of your friends on this channel. Thank you, Ekaite, for
Yes.
confirming what she's saying. I've spoken to her, very intelligent lady. Yes, yes, very, very intelligent. I said the day I spoke to her, she really amazed me. She inspired me that day. I said, it's okay, the problem with me. She is
So, like
really
I
a good
said, don't
inspiration.
allow your joy to be centered around any man. I was telling someone just today, I said, look at me. You think I'm strong? Well, I'm fragile. I can break down, I can cry. So I know myself very well. So I know the kind of man I want.
Hmm,
I love to be pampered. I can't allow myself to be bullied, to be treated anyhow, because I
hmm,
would not want to treat somebody anyhow. So I won't allow myself to be treated anyhow. And I'm a
hmm.
happy person. So I'm not that kind of person that
Yeah, you
because
are.
a man has come into my life, a man has come into my life, my joy has to be centered around. Before Koto day, I'm a happy person.
Hmm. So don't bring sadness.
Ah,
Yeah,
Koto
you
day,
you
I'm
sound
a
very happy anytime we talk. I love you know, you sound like somebody that is beautiful to be around.
So I tell people, Koto day, and I can me on Valentine's Day. You know what I did?
What?
I made a red velvet cake for myself. That's how much I love myself. I made a red velvet cake. Then I took myself to one eatery. I don't want to mention for adverts. for post on
Yeah.
YouTube. I won't mention.
Mhm.
So I took myself to this healthy eatery here in my area, and I got my celery juice, celery and pineapple mix. I got mine. I got myself shawarma. I got myself chicken, and I got home. Mo dẹ̀ jókòó, mo dẹ̀ jẹ. Ẹ jọ kí lọkùnrin kan fẹ́ rà fún yàn jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Hmm. Hmm. Nǹkan tó ń sọ wípé ká tọ́mọ dáadáa leléyìí. I will still give kudos to your parents. They did a good job, and you are building on that good job they did by the
Yeah.
little, yeah, by the little we are
So
sharing
it treats
together.
me. So it treats me when I'm cooking and somebody is asking questions. What are you? Somebody calls me and says, "What are you doing? I'm cooking. What are you cooking?" And I say it, and somebody is saying, "You didn't even tell me. You don't they get alejo?" I say, "Which alejo? I know they get any alejo. So must you have alejo before you eat good food? Before you take care of yourself?" I spoil
Hmm.
myself when it comes to clothing, my fashion sense, my
Yeah, I
food.
want to ask about
I
that
don't.
because I see this top you are wearing that is sitting so. Is it a dress or a top? It's sitting so
It's a
well on
dress.
you.
It's a dress.
It's
It's
a
a
dress.
dress.
Without seeing from the little I can see, because I have eyes for good clothes. When I see the way the clothes is sitting, I can imagine. Do you pick your style by yourself, or you have somebody who style you?
Okay, my tailor gives me the style.
Oh, she
But
picks your
before
style for
she,
you.
yeah, but before she sews the style, she needs to describe it. She needs to give
Okay.
me a description of the style. So if it's something I like, if it's something I don't like, I'll tell her no, I don't want it. And sometimes I get imagination for style. Once in a while it comes and I give it to her. And she's like, what am I fine though? And she does the combination and it comes out fine.
Now, my other question, I can see you have a very glowing skin. Your skin is very glowing, it's very clean. Do you have any beauty routine? How do you pick what you use for your skin?
That's another long story. I don't joke with my skin. So I believe beauty comes from the inside.
Hmm.
Happiness, joy
Hmm.
from inside. That's the first part of beauty. Then what you eat too defines your beauty. So people believe that beauty is all about um, cream and all the rest. No, comes from the inside. Then secondly, what you eat defines you. So if you can get your joy level right and you get your food right, then any other beauty routine can follow. So I do my body scrub, I scrub, I do facial scrub. Um, then I'm not a fan of all this. I don't want to use the word bleaching.
No, that's just
I'm
the word
not.
bleaching. Toning or
Mhm.
bleaching.
So,
Toning is
so
even still a bit better, but bleaching is worst. But I
no, you
always
can even
advise
use
the
a
young ones,
toner.
it's
You
better you
can
don't
even
even go
use a
into the two.
toner, but your toner must be natural based, water based with natural ingredients.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can use a toner, yeah, water based,
That way
not
your skin is
non-alcoholic.
maintained over the years.
Yes,
Once you
non-alcoholic,
start
no
using harsh
alcohol.
cream, once you start using
And
harsh
then
cream,
a
that's
lot
not
of
good.
water. Then hydration too. It's part of the beauty routine. Hydration,
Okay.
water therapy. So I take like a 2.5 liters of water daily.
Every day,
Yes,
I'll
2.5.
need to do a lot to match up to that.
So the first thing in the morning is warm water. I'll take like a 500 ml of warm
Hmm.
water in the morning. So
Yeah.
I also believe in all this turmeric, cinnamon, all those things. I
Herbs,
do. I'm a spice person.
herbs and
I love
spices.
yes, I love spices. In fact, I even make spices. I make my spices
Can we?
as
Do
in
you?
cooking
How do you cope
spice.
with friends? Do you have friends? How do you cope? How do they treat you? How do they see you?
I have friends that believe in me. One of them is Ekaito Olawale that
Ah,
joined.
good to know. Thank you, Ekaite.
Yes.
Ah,
We
okay.
are colleagues in the office, we work together, and we are friends.
Ah, that's good. That's good
Then
to
there's
know
another
because
lady again. There's another lady, probably she's watching. I don't know. She may be watching and she may not really want to talk.
okay,
That's another
is she on this
very,
channel too? Is she a
I
subscriber
don't
here?
know. No, no, she's not. She may be
Okay.
watching on Facebook.
I didn't really put it on Facebook. I only caught a little clip because
Okay,
Facebook after
okay,
30 days they will delete the video. So I don't want this video
okay,
deleted. Yes.
okay,
So
okay,
we are
okay. So
only
I
on
have friends.
YouTube.
I
I
have a
only
lot
caught
of,
a clip for them to come and watch it here.
yes, I have a lot of friends. Even though a lot of people want to be, once I appear in a place, a lot of people want to be my friends. But until I choose my friends.
Wow, that's good to
So I
know.
want to
Do people
surround
take
myself with
advantage of
people.
you? Do you have people taking advantage of you because of your situation? Have you ever faced something like that?
Auntie, trust me, no one can take advantage of me.
Oh my, you go no dear man. I just love your courage. I love your strength. I just love I'm in love with your strength, honestly. I'm so much in love with your strength.
I'm a very
Honestly, nobody
fast
can push you
thinker.
over.
I'm a very, very fast thinker. So
Hmm.
before it comes, I'm seeing it from afar and I'm beginning to guard my territory.
Hmm. So you mentioned your song Olubunmi Dada, right? On
Yes, yes.
YouTube.
Doing Solami. That's the
Doyin
title of the
Solami. I
song.
want to check it out. Doyin
Yeah.
Solami. Doyin Solami. Just that.
Then I also have the King's Praise. King's Praise, where I featured Mike Abdul.
Oh, I just saw it. I'm just seeing this King Praise now. So
Yes.
what is the name of your channel? Doyin Sola.
No,
Is that
Olubunmi
the name
Dada
of
is
your
my
channel?
channel. No, Olubunmi. My name. That's my
Are you
YouTube
sure?
channel.
Because I'm seeing Doyin Sola now.
Doing Solami, yes. That's it.
Are you
By
the one that
Olubunmi Dada.
sang originality?
No, 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 no. Doyin
I can see
Solami
your
by
picture
Olubunmi.
here.
Is it original? No, no, it's not originality. Doyin Solami by Olubunmi featuring Kenny Kore.
Hold on, hold on. I am seeing something that looks like your picture here. Oh, not you. Not you. This is with
Okay.
nice. Not you.
No, no, no.
No, that's not you. Okay. That's not you. But I saw
As
this
in
is you.
Doyin,
This is Olubunmi Dada.
yeah, Doyin Solami is there on YouTube. Then Alive is also on YouTube,
This is it.
where I featured.
To post that will be after the show. I will post the channel, the link to our channel in the comment section. If I do it now, once after the show, we might not see it again. But I'll put it immediately after the show. Please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do you
Thank
still
you, yeah.
sing? Hold
Yes, I
on, let me
do.
go. Hold on, Bumi. Do you know how I get to know Bumi? Bumi is a very passionate lady. She didn't plan this. I'm sure she never knew I was going to do this. You remember when I did the show for Blessing, Pretty Blessing, the lady that had acid burn on her body. So it was after the show she called me and she said, Mommy, please, can I have contact of that lady? And from there I started asking questions. One thing led to the other. And I said, why? She said, I just feel somebody like that might need an encouragement. I wouldn't mind checking up on her once in a while, talking to her and all that. And in my mind, I'm like, you have your own challenges already, and you're still thinking of somebody else. She said that is who she is, that she will really love, and she has kept in touch with you because I asked Blessing, she said you've called her, you guys have started talking.
Yeah.
She just
Yes.
felt
Please, I
Blessing
will
needs
talk
a friend.
tomorrow.
Yeah, she's a
Mm.
very passionate lady who cares for others, even in her situation. That was what made me say no. And she said she wants to start contact. I mean, just to say hello to Blessing once in a while, chat with Blessing once in a while. That as Blessing is, she might not have many friends or people that want to relate with her, which is true. So she said she wouldn't mind to stay in that gap of friend, online friends. Just call her once in a while, chat with her, ask her one or two questions, then I link both of them together. And that was One thing led to the other, and I said, you are kind of an inspiration to people. I didn't even know she sings. I'm just getting to know today. I didn't know she sings. I didn't. Why did you stop singing, Bumi? If I should ask you.
I still sing.
Oh,
I
you
still
still
sing.
sing.
I take, yeah, yeah, I take ministrations in churches. It's just that my job, I don't do my job. I spell it out when they come. Mondays to Fridays, I work in the corporate world. Then maybe Sundays, I can take ministration in churches. I
So the
still sing.
administration you do it for free.
I don't charge. They ask me, but one thing I spell out is that, I don't have a car because of my challenge. So my logistics to and fro your venue, the church will have to fund that. So apart from that, if Toba for me or they give me anything I take, but
Like
I don't
honorary
spell out.
something for showing up.
But I don't spell out that okay, because I want to come to your church, you have to give me this. No, I don't do that.
Wow. So moving, does anybody have questions? I'm reading the comment section if you want to ask her because we'll be rounding up soon. Now, moving forward, what is your dream of the future? Your plan, your music, your career? Like you said, you don't joke with your job, and I agree with that. That is your source of income, and that is where your strength
Yes.
comes from too. It's part of where your strength comes from too. So you shouldn't joke with that. So what moving forward, what is your plan? What do you think? Where do you think you want to see yourself in a few years from now?
Wow. One of my plans, it boils back to my healthy living. One of my plans is that even after retirement, I still want to be able to serve wherever I find myself, whether in Nigeria, whether outside Nigeria, because I don't know, maybe if I'm married, I don't know where marriage can take me to. So, but wherever I find myself, I still want to be able to serve that society voluntarily. So I believe that if I don't take care of myself, maybe at a certain stage in life, I begin to have health issues and this, and become a liability to the society. I won't be able to do that. So I told myself, one of the things, begin to take care of your health from now. So by the
Mm,
time I'm old, I'm aging gracefully. I'm not getting old, 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 old. You know what I mean. I can still go out there to serve my society, even to serve Nigeria. Another thing, another plan I have is that I hope to come back to the Nigerian political scene, not to campaign. I don't like the campaign thing, but maybe to get like an appointment, to be able to be a voice to persons with physical challenge like
mm.
myself. Because now the bills are there, but we're not seeing these bills being enforced. I
Implemented.
want to be, yes, implemented. I want to be that voice that we get into the scene to ensure that this is being enforced. Because I've gone to the outside world, I've been to several countries of the world, and I see the way it is. I will use the UK as an example. The UK is is a very disabled friendly country. You know,
Mm.
UK, Dublin. Let me give you an example. There was a time okay, I was in Dublin. I went to minister in Dublin. So the
Oh, you
church that
travel out?
hosted, yes.
Okay.
So the church that hosted me, there's this friend of mine that does my visa from the UK, from Dublin and sent to Nigeria. So he happened to be the driver and all the rest. So we got to a point like a zebra crossing, and it was a rough spot. I said, Sister Me, do you know what this rough spot means? I said, I don't know. He said, this rough spot is for blind users. So once your white cane hits this rough spot, it tells you that you are at a zebra crossing.
Mm.
So at this point, you can cross to the other side. When you get to the other side, you still see the rough spot. That tells you that you've reached the end of the crossing. And every vehicle must wait. Once they see your white cane, the white cane is a sign of respect for a visually impaired person.
Mm.
You have to wait. and let him, the white cane and the guide dog.
Yes.
In the UK, in Europe, and the guide dog, those are signs. So you have
Even
to
here in
wait.
America, it's the same.
Yes. So I want to see this happen in my own country. How? So in your design, road design, public spaces design, all this needs to be put into consideration while you are doing your design, and I want to see this enforced. Another thing is, like in the UK, maybe I need to do something and there's a crowd. I may be standing in the crowd. You will see the members of staff. They will sight you from afar. They come to pick you out of that crowd because they believe that you have preference, that preferential treatment. You have it first. So you first before another person,
That is how it
even in
is.
the airport. So I want to see that happen in my country. It happens in Lagos State to a point, but it's not really. Well,
As it should be.
I, yes, I remember when in Ogun State when I wanted to do take my first this voters card when I was still with my parents. So my dad dropped me there and said he will come back to pick me. Myself, me and one pregnant women. And according to the news, they said pregnant women, people with disability, and elders, they need to be considered first. Guess what? We were there hours, and Emokoto answer,
Hmm.
Abirun làwa náà,
Ah!
Abirun làwa náà. And we were there. When it was one
Oh my
o'clock, I had to
God.
call my dad that I'm going. So I didn't do that voters card for that year. It was the following year that my dad had to put his foot down. That no, his daughter has to get this voters card.
Hmm.
So Lagos but for Lagos State, oh, in all fairness to Lagos State, they will come and they will pick you out of that crowd.
Hmm.
So I want to see these policies enforced. And that was my reason for going to the SPPG, for taking that 10-month rigorous course
Of course.
last year. That, that certificate could equate to a Yale University certificate. It was
Wow.
it was it was rigorous, but it worth it. It worth it.
Now, somebody is asking a question. He said she would like to know if you are in the virtually impaired guild, and if you do talk to adults and children in similar situation to empower them. Do you do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Not even visually impaired alone. A lot of cases come to me. I try to do a kind of therapy for people, and I do it free. I talk to adults, I talk to children, I talk to parents that have
They have such children.
disabled children. Yes, I try. Okay, I'll give you two examples. I had a guy that we took him up right from primary school. As I'm talking to you, this guy has graduated from the University of Lagos. What happened? His mom was hiding him. It was my auntie that cited it. And my auntie was like, what are you trying to hide? I have a sister like this. And they brought his mom to our house. I wasn't even around, but my dad spoke with them. She came back, she saw me, and I took it upon myself. We followed them. We ensured that the guy got admission into Pacelli School. He graduated. Currently, he's a graduate of University of Lagos. There's another lady too, again. She's almost graduating from University of Lagos now. So I do that. I encourage them when they need financial assistance. We rally around to get scholarship
Wow.
for them.
We are doing so much. Hmm. Um, Now, what do you want to help us to tell parents out there that might have challenging children, you know, special needs children? What word of advice? Looking at your own experience with your parents and everything, what advice do you have for them before I let you go?
Okay, before I go into that, I want to talk about the plan for my music career.
Okay, go ahead.
So the plan for I want to be able to use music as part of therapy. I want to take it to that point where my music will heal. Currently it does, but I really want to take it to another level, you know.
Hmm.
I write my songs myself. I do a lot of things. But I want to get to a point where I will have my own recording studio too, where I can, you know, like in my house, in my future house,
In your future
where I
house, I
can
like
just
that.
stroll into my studio and do my recording at will, you know. So let me go to the next question. Please take the question again. Okay, encouraging parents who have what like myself. First thing I like
Now,
to
hold on.
say
Before
to
we go that,
parents,
Bumi,
if you have what
Olubunmi,
like myself,
Olubunmi,
yes,
before we
ma'am.
go into that, you were talking about having your studio and everything. What does it take to have that
Yes.
studio?
Hmm. Presently, I'm in a rented apartment and I don't have space. So that's why I
Okay,
said my future house
okay,
where we
okay.
have space.
So having a studio is a huge
Uh-huh.
one. I don't know much about music, so do your recording that you do? Um,
Yes.
do you use other platform for your songs other than YouTube? Like some
Hmm.
use Spotify, some use
Yes,
Audiomack,
yes.
some
Yes,
use
yes, yes, I do.
Apple.
I do. But sincerely, I will not lie. I do not really follow it up because of timing. And that's one thing I want to do. I want to be able to employ someone to be able to handle that bit for me.
Okay, that
You
aspect
know,
for
because
you.
of my job, yeah, that aspect. I want to get to that point where I'll be able to pay somebody, because the way the world is going now, some things you cannot do for yourself, let your money speak for you.
Hmm.
you know. So I want to be able to pay someone off, be able to do that bit for me. But I'm not really following that one up, sincerely. I only focus
Because
on
you
the
sing so well. You sing
illustration.
so well. That your this song I listen to, you sing so well. You are a
Thank you,
talent.
ma.
You are a bundle of
Thank you,
talent.
ma. Thank you, ma.
Now, let's go
So
into
my
the advice you
okay,
want to
ma.
give parents.
Okay. For parents, first thing I'd like to say, believe in your words. Irrespective of the physical challenge. I met a guy who had a speech disability. He had um, disability in the area of speech. Speech is very slow. And I was in an office, and this guy, I think they came to report a case, and other people explained their own bit. This guy was trying to explain his bit. His mom was there, and his mom was, well, so Jerry. And
Hmm.
the student affairs officer said, no, 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 no. Mama, I will walk you out of this office. If it is 1 year that this guy explains his own bit, we are ready to stay here for 1 year. If this is how you
Hmm.
treat him at home.
You
So
can
believe in your
imagine.
words.
Hmm.
So believe in your words, because whatever you build into them, that is what will build their courage to be able to face the outside world. So if you don't build that courage in them, if you make them timid, they get to the outside world and become timid.
Hmm.
Also make them strong from home. Show them love from home. Teach them how to love themselves irrespective of their challenge. And when it comes to education, please don't hide your children. Let them go to school. We have schools for blind people, we have schools for people with hearing impaired, we have schools for people, okay, people on wheelchair can go to the regular schools, but still, you still see parents hiding them at home. Please don't hide your children. This is the era of education. And permit me to say this, I've not met a guy. I heard someone told me last week that there's a guy that has a visual impairment like myself who fixes generators.
What?
As in, he fixes generator, ó máa ń tún generator ṣe.
In
And the
Nigeria?
person told me, yes, in Nigeria. And the person told me that this particular guy came to work on a generator, and he did it very well. And she so believes in him.
That's shocking.
So yeah, so the sky is the limit. With education, they can go far. But if you don't educate them, if you just leave them at home, you are trying to shortening, how do I put it now? You are trying to limit them. And you don't know. Yoruba should say, you don't know the child. Ah, Momo to mashe.
So much senior. Hmm.
Exactly. So please, no child is useless. Every child is unique.
Hmm.
Every child is unique. They may have different needs, but treat them according to their different needs in love. Every child is unique. So show them love, bring them out, let them associate with the outside world, let them go to school, believe in them. And when they go to school, please believe in them. So that's all I can say. And to
Thank
people
you.
that have disabilities like myself, most especially adults, because some people this thing happened to them as adults, it didn't happen to them as children. Please, that is not the end of the world. I had an acid survivor who her boyfriend poured acid on her and she became blind. And after the whole story, now she makes soap, she does a lot of things for herself. So that's not the end of the road. Please come out, speak up, let people know where you are, where you need help. Let the whole world know. The world is with you, will give you all the necessary help in the area of rehabilitation and linking you up to where you can get this rehabilitation. So that's all what I can say. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Bumi. Thank you so, so much. You are such an inspiration. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your, giving us the time to come here and share your story with us, your challenges, your journey, and your
And I
beautiful
didn't talk
story.
about my job. I forgot to talk about my job.
Oh yeah, tell us
I do
anything you
everything.
want. I've told you it's a
Yes,
freestyle. Whatever you
my
think you want to
colleague,
tell us.
my colleague is online. Ekaito Olawale is my colleague, so she can
Mhm.
testify to this. We work together. I also have my own computer. I work on the computer. So why do I work on the computer? I have a screen reader on my installed on my system. So you can see your screen. I cannot see my screen. So this screen reader reads out my screen. And with this screen reader, I can work on a lot of applications. I work on my Excel, I work on Microsoft, but the Microsoft Office, so to say. Let me go gbogbo ẹ̀ papọ̀. Microsoft Office, other applications as well. So what you can do as a sighted person on your system, I will also do.
Wow.
So the company, that's another thing. It's a private company and they so big.
Wow. Bless them.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so, so much. This, in fact, this is one of my best live streaming with a guest. It is best so far. I really, really love this, and I really appreciate your comments so much. You're sharing your journey with us, your ups and downs, and encouraging people out there. And please don't stop in doing this. You have that gift. You are people, some people are just who they are. They are gifted with encouraging people. So, and all your dreams, your aspirations in seeing the world a better place, may it come true, even in your lifetime
Amen.
as you journey on.
Amen.
Thank you so much
Amen.
for sharing with us. I really appreciate. And like I told you, when I come to Nigeria, I'm coming to eat those your food.
Yes, so I would like you to be my guest.
You will make cookies for me. Only cookies.
Yes, so and cake.
I want to bring only
And
cookies
cake.
back to America. Yes, I must see
Yes.
you. And don't
Yeah.
worry. Like I told you, we are together. Communication. If you don't see me, call please. Like I told you, call me. My schedule
Yes,
and
ma'am.
everything is crazy and busy. Once I finish now, before I finish, messages are already waiting for me to respond to. Somebody that has problem with marriage, somebody that has problem with this, somebody with, and I said I should even be charging. Maybe I'll be a millionaire by now. But I just do all these things free. People like us, we are just called to do what we are doing. And I thank you
Yes.
for even you younger, you've been an inspiration to me. Honestly,
Thank
you
you,
don't know how
ma'am.
many parts of my life you have touched with the little you have spoken. And I
Thank
hope
you,
parents
ma'am.
that are here have really learned something from what we have seen from this, our darling sister. Some people are asking of her age. I'm sure she should be. You don't have to tell your age. Tell us your age. From looking, you should be able to know
Yes.
she's not up to 40. Okay, she's a pretty girl, very intelligent. Now,
I'm
correct
over
partner.
40. I'm
No,
over 40.
I say you can't be up to 40. People that are asking,
I'm over 40.
you're over 40.
Yes.
You don't look it. You look like somebody in your late 20. I mean, are you for
That what
real?
people say. That what people tell me. That what they say. Pé ṣó gbé nǹkan mi ni.
My junior don't know. I was thinking probably late 20 or early 30.
I'm over
You don't
40.
look it one bit. Please keep
Yeah, a
it
lot of
up.
people say that. Thank you, ma.
Wow. Anyway, she's ready to say so. She has told you. Thank you very much, Bumi. So if you want to exit at this moment, you can exit. And thank you for the audience. Please share this video. This is very inspirational for parents, especially with special need children. Please don't give up on that child. Don't throw that child away. Don't say that child can never amount to nothing. If the Bumi's parents, when it happened, they are put out, they are relegated there and make the others feel more important, do you think she will be here today to share? And I'm very sure they are very, very proud of her today. I'm very sure they will boldly and proudly say, this is my daughter today. So please kindly share. You don't know, like they always say, àwọn ọmọ tó máa sin wá, àwọn ọmọ tó máa dùn wá nínú lọ́jọ́ alẹ́. Every child matters. Every child is unique, irrespective of their disability or their weakness. I've seen some parents, they will say that child does not know book, and because of that, they mess up the child's life. Not knowing that not everybody, a child has to go to school. Some children are gifted with skills. But if you throw them away, you have only thrown away your own future too. So if the parents are giving up on her, she will not be here talking to us today. And don't forget, I will put our YouTube channel, I will clip it, and I will keep, please, anytime I'm doing show, remind me. I will keep clipping our YouTube channel so that you can subscribe to our channel. Let's encourage her. Even if she can't go to the studio, the little song she will sing, she can put it out there on our YouTube channel. Her dreams can be fulfilled one way or the other. Let's get our channel to maybe 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. That will go a long way. She has come here.
Thank
She
you,
didn't
ma.
charge me a dime. She didn't ask me, you are going to pay me. She said she goes around ministering. She doesn't even charge people. That shows the kind of heart she has. She knows that money is not everything, that there is more to life than money, humanity in everything we do. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. So if you want to go, the channel and the name of our channel is Olubunmi Dada. Very easy. Olubunmi Dada. So you can subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, my darling sister. So I will talk to you later.
Thank you
Somebody
very
said
much,
I
ma.
have a child. He's
Thank
a
you. I
Down
really appreciate.
syndrome. He's so loving. He's a loving boy. You see? And thank God for, the society we have. Back home, honestly, people are going through so much. People with challenging children, even the parents are not helping too. Imagine the one she said the child could not talk and the mother was already shouting on that child. Those are things that educations that parents need to listen to. And, it's unfortunate we don't have that. Maybe, Bumi, I want you to come back again about talking
Okay,
about
ma.
parenting
Yes,
disabled
I
child.
really love to
Please,
do
I
that
really
with
want
all
you to come.
pleasure.
Yes, please.
Yes, ma.
Maybe for one
Yes,
more
ma.
time, I want you to come and do this, talking
Okay,
about
ma. Okay, ma.
parenting disabled children. Thank you so much. You are appreciated for coming. Do enjoy the
Thank you
rest of
very
this song.
much. Thank you. You too. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye. Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So see you again. I have to go now. Please don't forget to share the video. If you have not clicked a like on the video, please kindly click a like and share it to people. Share it outside your channel, outside this channel. There is a place I want to cut out where she was talking about what they need to do in the society needs to do. I really need to cut that out and put it out there on Facebook too, and probably repost it here too. Please kindly do that, and let's keep doing and making the world a better place in our own little way. Love you guys. Bye bye. Ọkọ mi báwo ni?